All right. Welcome everybody. I'm Dr. Fox.
I'm Coach Sean.
And we're the FitHealth Pros. Today we're doing something a little different.
Yes.
As you notice, we are sitting down. So today is our In the News segment.
In the news.
So a little background on the In the News segment. What we're going to do, once every couple weeks is we're going to try to bring you what's current in the news, giving you different subject matter, kind of quick hits on pretty much the updated exercise, nutrition, sports stuff, whatever. Give us your comments and we'll kind of look it up and let you know. One of the things that we're going to do is looking at things that are important, entertaining, even controversial. We love it. We may be calling some people out.
Yeah. People might not like us sometimes, and that's okay.
That's all right. So
we're okay with that.
You know, we'll give you our opinions, our educated takes on things, and that's what it's all about. You know, hopefully we're a good source for that. Yeah. So let's. The other thing I wanted to say is this video, we are going to go a little longer. I think we're just going to keep it to one subject because Coach Sean was researching this, and we found a great article, and it really is based on one of our foundation principles of stress management, mental health, and so this article is really good. So we're going a little deeper into it, so we're just sticking with the one subject, but it's awesome. So grab a cup of coffee and sit back and enjoy.
So today we're going to talk about how exercise boosts the brain and improves mental health. That's actually the name of the article. Who knew?
Okay.
It's by Bob Holmes. It was in Smithsonian Magazine, and a really in-depth article about what we kind of preach anyways, and how we much rather use exercise to boost mental health than medication if we can help it. But if there is medication or talk therapy being used, which are the two most commonly prescribed helpers now, exercise can help both of those as well. So with medication, it has helped many, but it can have a high failure rate too, as they're trying to see which medication works with an individual's body chemistry, how much of it, et cetera, et cetera. So there can be some drawbacks there until they find the right one, or the right dosage of the right one. Gotcha. Talk therapy is also very effective, but it can be time consuming. It can be hard to get to your sessions sometimes, and it can be pretty expensive. You know, if it may not all be covered by your insurance. Now, one thing that exercise has on both of these is that exercise can actually help prevent the onset of mental health disorders, whereas the other two are a little more reactive to pull you up when you're already taken down by them.
Wow, so that's important. So if you heard that right, what we're saying is get your kids into some sort of movement activity, sports,
dance, you know, anything that just gets them moving. Don't let them be glued, bless you, to the video games and the TV, etc. Start them young so it becomes a habit from early on.
And just as a basic platform, what kind of exercise are they talking about, or did they go into that much?
They went into it a little bit, but they are saying that even a brisk walk around the block can help release some endorphins and help lighten your mood. If you get as much as, say, half an hour or more of a little more intense exercise to raise your heart rate, to release the endorphins, that has shown to have even more of an effect. So the more intense that it gets, within reason, it doesn't have to be mountain climbing, things like that, in order to boost the mood.
Cool. So the article's going to go more in depth with that as well. So the next part is that it's talking about as exercise as additional therapy to those first two that you were talking about.
Sure.
So it is one of the most effective and inexpensive helpers. So right there, if it's not part of the program, it should be. You know, it just automatically should be part of the program. The latest research shows that it affects brain structure. So this is interesting. So it kind of reconnects things. Hippocampus especially, and that's a big one for depression, schizophrenia, a lot of other things as well. One of the or many benefits, and Sean gave me a long list here, so if it looks like I'm reading, I may be. I didn't memorize it all. Focus, social stimulation, a sense of accomplishment. It clearly affects the mood. It doesn't take much exercise really to have that positive impact and positive effect. So again, so important. Here's another really cool one. Almost instantaneously instead of weeks with talk therapy or medication.
Right.
And then it has very few negative side effects unless you are running down a slippery mountain.
Yes.
So don't do that.
That would be a bad side effect.
That would be a bad side effect. Don't fall.
Don't fall. So another thing I liked about this article is it talked about a researcher who kind of dug deep into the research, into other people's research, to see what's out there right now, what experiments are being done right now, or what has been published recently. And he looked at 23 separate clinical trials, and every single one of them showed that exercise is clearly effective therapy.
Yeah.
So it's not out of the realm of being this crazy new thing. We've known about it for a while, but it's nice to have what we're preaching be further emboldened.
That's just an amazing statistic when you think of any medication's percentage of effectiveness.
Right. No medication is 100% effective for everyone, but exercise had proved to be clearly effective. Another thing that it touched upon is that not enough people are getting exercise as a prescription. So they're getting plenty of prescriptions for medications, talk therapy, but exercise, which again is easy, is less expensive, etc., has not been prescribed nearly as much as it should. So doctors out there, therapists out there, I know many therapists do prescribe it that I know. Hopefully some out there that may be a little quicker to go to the prescription pad will say, why don't we go with exercise first and see where that takes us.
Awesome. So that's our little commercial is ask your doctor if exercise is right for you. And all you doctors out there, please add this.
That'd be great. That'd be great. So new evidence coming out is that it's also effective for treating and or avoiding anxiety disorders, such as anxiety itself, PTSD, things like that. Where it's like, if we can keep that from taking over a person's life through exercise in the first place, fantastic, or lessening it when it's already kind of taking someone down, man, that's gold right there.
Yeah, huge.
Now, one of the drawbacks they did see, and they did some surveys, especially now during the pandemic, was that things that can prevent exercise from happening, such as the closing down of gyms, people feeling less comfortable being around other people, like during the pandemic. People have stated in these surveys that, my mental health is not nearly as good as I would like it to be. I am more depressed. I am more anxious. All those rates went up, directly correlated to the taking away of their normal routine, their normal exercise routine.
Oh yeah, wow.
So, and couldn't necessarily tap into, well, I can't do that, how about I do this? Well, we ended up getting chained to our desks, ended up, being at home, where that line of delineation between work and home life was skewed at best, and exercise was lessened, and these maladies just really started affecting people more and more.
Right, adults as well as kids. Kids didn't have PE.
Right.
They weren't able walking to school, walking home, outside playing with their friends, participating in their sports that they loved.
Right.
So,
like a little online dance class or drama class where they got to move and shake out the wiggles a little bit wasn't the same as their full-on, athletics and dramatics and things.
Yeah, big deal. Yeah, that was a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so there's some more research data. So exercise stokes the brain as well as the body. So if your motivation is to get more fit, keep in mind it's also going to help with your brain fitness.
Yeah.
Triggers release of the protein BDNF. What's that stand for?
It's in the article.
It's in the article.
I was going to write it out for him just so he would stumble upon the words, and I forgot to. But it's in the article.
He didn't know I was going to ask.
He got me back.
But it can enhance learning in anti-anxiety therapy. So there we are again with anxiety. It's better outcomes for schizophrenia. So once again, those high-end mental health conditions absolutely need exercise involvement. Releases, here's a good one. This is new in the news, right? Very current. Yeah. Releases endocannabinoids for modifying connections between the brain cells.
Yep.
So that's a big one right now with CBD and THC therapy.
Kind of how it helps increase learning.
Right.
So if you're connecting those brain cells,
if you're
make
kind
it
of
faster.
Right. And so if you're a person that is more on the natural side of things, but you don't want to ingest anything, whether it's a chemical or CBD or something that's quote natural in THC, this is even more natural, and that's the exercise. So it shows that it's releasing endocannabinoids automatically without ingesting anything. That may enhance learning in depression and once again the PTSD treatments there too. So
that's huge.
Man, huge.
It's huge. The faster we can heal folks, the better. So, I mean, that's, in a nutshell, that's the article.
Yeah.
I mean, it was so well written. I definitely recommend clicking the link down below and reading it for yourself. It gets a little deeper into all the things we touched upon here. And like I said, it further emboldened the science that we were already going off of and gave us a couple of new cool things as well that we can teach our clients too and teach you guys.
Right. So I think we both give it a thumbs up
on
that article.
Definitely.
So hope you guys enjoyed it. We're the Fit Health Pros. I'm Dr. Kevin.
I'm Coach Sean.
And we'll see you on the next one. Oh, by the way, if you got something out of this, we want you to make sure you're liking this video. Subscribe to us. Ring the bell because we have another one coming right up.
Ding ding, as
on
Apollo Creed said.
In the news diet. So
yeah.
all right, we'll see you next time.
Here we go.
Bye guys.
Thanks guys.
Cheers.